He woke up tired, not from work, but from thinking the same thoughts, again and again. A person's life is shaped by the way they think. And most people never realize when everything quietly changes. A person's life is shaped by the way they think. This truth has guided the journey of many successful people, yet most never realize its power. If thoughts really shape our future, then why do so many remain stuck in the same place, year after year? Today's story reveals a simple answer, and a lesson that can quietly change everything. At a busy railway station, a beggar lived his days asking passengers for money as they waited for their trains. From morning until night, he held out his hand, hoping for kindness from strangers rushing past him. Most ignored him. Some gave a coin. None truly noticed him. One day, he saw a well-dressed businessman step onto the platform. The man's confident walk and polished appearance caught the beggar's attention. He must be wealthy, the beggar thought. If anyone can help me today, it's him. With hope, the beggar approached and stretched out his hand. But instead of giving money, the businessman looked at him and asked calmly, "Do you always take from others, or have you ever given something to anyone?" The question stunned the beggar. No one had ever spoken to him like that before. "Sir," he replied, confused, "I am just a beggar. I survive by asking. I have nothing to give." The businessman smiled gently. "If you believe you have nothing to give," he said, "then you also have no right to ask. I believe in exchange. If you offer something, I can give something in return. But if you have nothing to give, neither do I." With that, he boarded his train and left. The beggar stood frozen. Those words echoed in his mind again and again. For the first time, he questioned his own life. Maybe people didn't give him much because he offered them nothing in return. That night, he couldn't sleep. "What can I give?" he wondered. "I have nothing." 2 days passed. He didn't beg at all. He only thought. On the third day, while sitting near the tracks, he noticed wildflowers blooming beside the railway line. Bright, alive, unnoticed by most. And suddenly, an idea formed. What if I give something first? He carefully picked a few flowers and returned to his usual spot. This time, when someone gave him a coin, he smiled and handed them a flower in return. Something unexpected happened. People smiled. Some thanked him. Others paused, just for a moment, to look at him differently. As the days passed, more people began giving him money. He noticed a pattern. When he had flowers, people gave generously. When he didn't, the coins stopped. That's when he understood. People weren't giving out of pity anymore. They were exchanging. One day, he saw the businessman again. Excited, he rushed over. "Sir," he said, "today I have something to give." The businessman smiled, gave him money, and accepted the flowers. "You've understood the value of exchange," he said. "Today, you are no longer just a beggar. You are a businessman." Those words changed everything. For the first time, the beggar saw himself differently. He wasn't surviving on sympathy. He was trading value. That day, he left the station, and never returned as a beggar. 6 months later, 2 well-dressed men met at the same railway station. One looked familiar. Then realization struck. "You're the beggar," the businessman said. The man smiled. "Yes. But today, I run a successful flower business." "What changed?" the businessman asked. The answer was simple. "My thoughts." Life doesn't change when circumstances change. It changes when you do. If you see yourself as small, you will remain small. But the moment you recognize your value, the world responds differently. Change the way you see yourself, and your future will follow. Before you move on, take a moment to reflect on this story. Because this wasn't really about a beggar or a businessman. It was about how quietly our own thinking controls our life. Maybe, like him, you've been waiting for the world to give you something. More opportunities. More recognition. More confidence. But what if the change doesn't start outside? What if it starts with how you see yourself? Ask yourself this one simple question today. What value can I offer, right now, with what I already have? If this story made you pause, if it made you reflect even for a few seconds, then it has already done its job. Support this channel by liking the video. It truly helps more than you think. Share it with someone who feels stuck or unseen right now. And let me know in the comments. What thought from this story stayed with you the most? Remember, you don't become something new overnight. You become it the moment your thinking changes. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next story.